All right, hey everybody, this is 13 weather meteorologist Sean Ash. As promised, we're going to give you half-hourly updates here on WTHR Plus for the remainder of the afternoon leading into our 4 p.m. newscast. We do have the line of storms we've been talking about the last couple of days. I want to show you those storms that are moving through on our camera network here and kind of give you an idea of what's going on. So practice eventually is going to be suspended here at the Motor Speedway, just a matter of time. Storm lines to the west. This is I-65 in Boone County. So there's several different things that were in terms of impacts here. The most likely to impact you, excuse me, is what you're seeing right now. And that's the downpours, the ponding on the roadways. Now, there will be some areas that will get into stronger wind gusts. This is farther down the line on 70. That's Cloverdale looking toward the southwest. Not in the storm just yet, probably in a matter of 10 minutes. That camera is going to be completely different. And then here's a look at Bloomington. So let's get right into live Doppler 13 radar. During our noon show, we were talking about all bets off for dry weather at the Motor Speedway by 2 or 2:30. So you can see what's happening and what's going on to the west there. So we have a brand new severe thunderstorm warning that's been issued, and that's going to include Greencastle. That severe thunderstorm warning is going to go until 2:15. These warnings, by the way, majority are going to be for 60-mile-per-hour wind. All right, so let me show you the radar component. We'll be able to see this wind spike, and Angela just got into the office about 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, and she was saying, watch this, and that's why. See that bright green there on radar? That's what we're looking for. So that could be a pocket of 60-mile-per-hour wind heading toward Cataract and Cloverdale, and there's your severe thunderstorm warning on that goes until 2:15. Everything you see is moving east and northeast at about 25, 30 miles per hour. So that will get it into the metro area here momentarily. Again, we're going to have multiple severe thunderstorm warnings. We're also going to have many areas that are going to see quite a bit of lightning as well. So even if your area doesn't get a warning, the likelihood your outdoor event gets delayed and or canceled because of lightning or downpours is pretty high today. We were showing you that camera in Boone County, and just to it was actually northwest of Lebanon. That's the downpour that was causing it. As we go to the north, and let me turn our lightning on, and I also have our storm reports on. We haven't had storm reports locally in central Indiana. Across the state line, there were several reports from earlier. Here's an additional severe thunderstorm warning. Worst is west of Logansport. This is going to put it into Mexico and Peru. And there's the updated scan that is bowing out a little bit. So let's look at the wind velocity on that one. That also, again, potential for 60-mile-per-hour wind. And this is really just the beginning of what will be a stormy afternoon. Radar in motion, and there's your east-northeast movement. At about 25 miles per hour. So this is going to impact the afternoon rush hour, after school events, as well as evening events. And I mentioned this is going to be a prolonged situation. You can see as we look downstream, those new storms that are developing. And I want to show you the temperature setup. So where we've had the rain down to 70, so as the air cools down, that limits the severe potential. All right. Indy points eastward, low to mid 80s. It is going to take a long time to get on the eastern part of the state and the southeastern corner of the state. But in due time, you'll get into this heavy storm axis. But again, 82 in Indy, we had that sunshine to start. And so we expect an expansion of this line as it moves toward the east. Now, are we looking at this is not going to be the tornado producing setup like we saw yesterday in the plains, or what we're going to see, unfortunately, later today in the plains, parts of Kansas and Missouri and Iowa, where they're in the level 4 out of 5 risk. Unfortunately, there will likely be some violent tornadoes there. This is a different setup. We don't have extreme wind shear and extreme instability. We do have a lot of juice in the atmosphere. We have some localized spin, but what worries me a bit in terms of flooding is that you can see that heavy axis it's more of a west to east. It's not moving quickly, and these things are going to train over the same areas this evening, and so what will eventually happen is that we're going to have several areas, I believe, that will get into flooding. So we're jumping ahead in time on future track 13. This is by 5 p.m. So between now and 3, 4 o'clock, an expansion of these downpours and storms over the metro area, some of which, again, will cause some severe thunderstorm warnings. There's still a chance that some of them could have some spin, maybe enough spin that warrants a few tornado warnings. That's on the lower end of the severe weather spectrum for today. And then as we go into the evening here, you can still see that we're in the crosshairs of this long line of heavy rain and thunderstorms. So the majority of us will get an inch of rain. Some areas will get 2 to over 3 inches of rain before midnight. That will do the trick in terms of flooding rainfall here, and that's why we believe that becomes a growing concern as we move forward here. All right, so we'll get back to a current radar perspective. That is a severe thunderstorm watch in yellow. That goes until 6 p.m. The leading edge of this line, or lines that form later today, those are going to be where you'll get the strongest wind gust, and if we were to have any rotation, that's where it would happen. So moving into Lebanon now, going to be moving into Kokomo here within the next 10 minutes. Over Peru right now, you're under that severe thunderstorm warning, that quick moving line that's showing some signs of bowing out a bit, and we look for the bows that can enhance the wind. And that's what we're seeing just to the north of Peru, hitting Mexico right now as it crosses over 31. So if we get some localized wind threats, those are the type of radar features that we would look for. As we work down the line here, I know we've got a lot of folks that are at the track or are interested in the track. And for now, quiet, but looking west. Eventually, they'll have to get everybody off the track as even before the storms come in, we'll probably get into a lightning situation. And the lightning not too far. But there's the closest severe thunderstorm warning as it moves across Greencastle. You can see an expansion on that warning. And if these radar trends continue, what we'll see is an expansion. And you see, again, let me circle this for you. That bright green is what we're looking for in terms of wind and where it would be potentially up to 60 miles per hour. So right there, cross through Center Point, that'll cross into Cloverdale, and it'll interact with that NDOT camera that we have there in Cloverdale, Cataract. Whether or not all that gets transferred to the surface, that is to be determined. But that, again, is the warning that we have right now. Severe thunderstorm warning until 2:15. We'll show you some additional severe thunderstorm warnings up to the north, okay? Within that line, you can see there just to the east of Logansport, Peru, Mexico. Let's look for our wind shear. Not seeing a lot. There's those bright, again, the bright greens that you're seeing there. That's close to about 60 mile per hour wind. So we will be on top of this for you. Angela's in, we'll have you covered. So we're going to do these half-hourly updates here on WTHR Plus. I would say by the time we get toward 2 o'clock, Hendricks County could be under a severe thunderstorm warning at that time. So be weather aware, and hopefully you have our news app on your phone. We'll keep you updated with these storms between now and 10 o'clock. And again, the flooding is going to become a big problem here, and a wet and stormy rush hour for us. Hang with us. We'll see you again coming up top of the hour.